Well, the 97th Academy Awards have come to an end.
There was everything from unexpected victories to impactful acceptance speeches. The Oscars did deliver a night of many noteworthy moments. Marcus Allen has been on the clock pretty much nonstop since he got down there. Mark, break down the key moments for us, if you would.
So many key moments to talk about. I'll get to Conan O'Brien and highlights in a little bit. What happened before the show exceeded my expectations. Like, all the stars came down. Hard to believe that Ariana Grande was standing right here less than 24 hours ago. But oh, how deconstructed it is now. What surprised me, I got to catch up with WWE superstar Dave Bautista. I love him in everything, whether it is a James Bond movie or Guardians of the Galaxy. He had a huge last year, if you think about it. Dune Part 2, nominated for the Academy Award. He's part of that. Last Showgirl, he was a part of that. He transitioned to leading man in The Killer's Game. If you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommended it, and I talked to him about that too. Take a look. Dave, we're on live TV right now. Come on, you can't leave us hanging. Just, who are you looking forward to seeing, and congrats on everything.
Who am I looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, what would you like to see happen here tonight?
Oh man, don't put that pressure on me. I really want to see Zoe win. I love her, and I've just known her for so many years, and is so deserving. Not at all surprised because I just witnessed the talent through all these years, but I'd love to see her win an Academy Award.
I just want to tell you, we saw you in 2024 transition to leading man. I thought you crushed it. Do more of it, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too, sir. Good to see you. Such a good guy, gentle giant, and The Killer's Game is that movie I'm talking about when I say that he transitioned into leading man, because he is so very good in that. All right, speaking of leading men, I said last night for sure Timothée Chalamet was going to take Best Actor, and he did. It went to Adrien Brody, who, by the way, is still inside the Dolby Theater. He hasn't wrapped up that speech yet, but it's a nice one from what I understand. In the meantime, take a look at my moment with Timothée Chalamet as he came down the red carpet. I kind of accosted him. I shook his hand, and I wasn't going to let go until he answered a question, and then he kind of yanked away. I don't know if it's an incident or not, but I do have photo evidence. Like, if you take a look at this, so here's him, and if you look over there, that guy right there, that's his bodyguard, and that was the look on his face at the time. Again, we think there may be paperwork filed. I may not be coming back to the Oscars anywhere near the red carpet next year. Either way, it was a lovely moment, whether you liked his pants or not. Conan O'Brien had a great line last night. He said, Timothée Chalamet, great choice in clothing. You'll be fine riding your bicycle home tonight. Other big announcements last night. Conan O'Brien started a new feud between Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and himself. That's a thing you'll be seeing a little bit later on. I've got all my highlights on the ABC 10 Plus app. Back to you.
Mark, so many people have hosted the Oscars through the years. You know, Johnny Carson, Chris Rock, Billy Crystal. How do you think Conan stacked up? Whoopi Goldberg, how did he stack up against that group?
I'll be perfectly honest with you. When they hired Conan O'Brien, I thought, oh, great, kind of a milk and cookies boy. This is going to be the blandest year ever. Au contraire, like halfway through the Oscars, he was dropping lines that he even himself said, don't worry about me. I'm lawyered up. I'm going to be just fine. One of my favorite moments, these are some of the LA firefighters I caught up with, first responders. He gave them lines last night. So if you watch the replay, and we'll have some of the highlights on the ABC 10 Plus app, you'll see some of those firefighters dropping lines that were doing almost as good of a job as Conan. But again, I thought he did great. I would not be shocked if we see him again next year. Back to you.
Okay, that is Marcus Allen in a construction zone right now. Be careful. The guy who walked by with a ladder concerned me, because if he just could have taken Marcus.
There's a lot going on there.
I met Conan O'Brien probably about 15 years ago. He was doing a tour of TV stations. And very funny. What struck me, so tall.
Oh, really?
About 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
And I was guessing he was about 150 pounds. I mean, he is a wiry dude.
You would never guess, just seeing people on the stage at the Oscars. You know what I mean? Like,
very
how tall people are.
Yeah, and obviously very dry sense of humor. So he did a good job last night.